everybody, guess what? You're listening to a brand new episode of The Inside Scoop, the only advice column podcast for kids. Though you probably already knew that. You're also probably like, Anya, why haven't you posted a new episode in forever? Well, not exactly forever, but you got the point. Anyways, that's because I'm now posting my podcast once monthly. That means you can just tune in every week and see if I have a new episode. And if I do, then you're in luck. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there are tons of other podcasts out there you can listen to. But if you're listening to mine, then thanks a lot. And since we're on the topic of listening, did you see my last episode with friends like these? It's really very good. Today, I have a cool episode in store for all of you. What is it, you ask? I guess you'll just have to wait and find out. Alright guys, in the intro, I told you I had something really cool stored for this episode. That's because I got an idea from a new show on Netflix, iCarly. It's not exactly new, it came out a while ago, but it just came out on Netflix. If you don't know, it's about two girls, Carly and Sam, who have their own web show. I thought it was really cool how they took requests from their viewers and put it in their show. That's why last week I asked you guys, for this episode, to send me requests that relate to the questions you asked me. I would do the first request right now, but it would seem totally random to you guys if you didn't hear question 1 first. So, without further ado, let's give it up for caller 1. What's the scoop? Okay guys, our first question was sent by an email by Among Us Is Sus. They say, "Hey Anya, here's my question. You may have heard of this video game called Among Us. Most people have. Anyways, when me and my friend play it, we always get into an argument. If one of us loses, we argue with each other. It's so frustrating. What are we supposed to do? And here's my request for you. Play a game of Among Us and be the most annoying crewmate ever. How is up to you." Okay, Among Us Is Sus. You're in luck because I have played Among Us. And after hearing your question, the answer practically solved itself. You said you and your friend get into arguments every time you play Among Us together. So, why don't you just play Among Us alone, and then when your friend comes, you can do something different. And if you do want to play Among Us together, just play on the same device and be a team. It's fun, and it's argument-free. Now, on to your request. Alright guys, I'm now in the app Among Us. Let's join a game. And it's about to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, time to begin phase 1 of annoyance. They gave each crewmate 5 meetings each. Their mistake. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't kick me out after all of those meetings. Now, it's time for phase 2 of annoyance. This is perfect. That was the sound of black killing yellow in front of me and Cian. And that was Cian calling a meeting. How I'm gonna be annoying, you ask? Well, that's easy. I'm just gonna tell them all in chat that it was Cian who killed Yellow, even though Cian's gonna be screaming that it was black and he killed in front of us. Phase 2, check. And finally, time for phase 3. This one's easy. Now I'm gonna call a meeting and tell them all that I know exactly who the imposter is, but then not say anything. So here are the comments that are coming in the chat. One person says, "What?" The other says, "Oh my god, let's just vote White off. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. What? That's hilarious." And that was the sound of them voting me off. But I was super annoying and I finished the request. So the whole game was totally worth it. Alright guys, it's time for question 2. Now, this person did not send me a request, but this is an advice column for kids, so I'll answer any question that I get. And this question was also sent by an email. So, caller 2, what's the scoop? Okay, Anya, here's my problem. I have 2 friends. I'll just call them Yellow and Blue. The thing is, they can't stand each other. Well, technically, Blue can stand Yellow, but Yellow can't stand Blue. Whenever I try to talk to Yellow about Blue, I get ignored or something. I'm friends with both of them, but they can't stand each other. What am I supposed to do? Okay, caller 2, I've already figured out your problem, but before I give you a solution, I want to tell you, it's not like the movies, where you can give one note to Yellow and one note to Blue, and they'll meet up in the same place and suddenly become friends. There's some people in the world who aren't as open-minded, so I can't guarantee you that Yellow and Blue will ever become friends. But here's how you can try. Think to yourself, has Blue ever done something to Yellow to make them hate him or her? If they have, then you can find the root of the problem and get a solution. But if they haven't, maybe Yellow just doesn't like Blue, and that's okay. You can just wait for time to pass. And in that time, you can hang out with Yellow and Blue separately. Not everyone can get along with each other. Thanks for calling, caller 2. Alright guys, it's time for our third and final question of the day. This person says, hey Anya, in my Zoom classes, my teachers barely ever even notice that I'm in the class. I never turn my camera on, but I still want to be noticed, and they never even call on me when I raise my hand. What am I supposed to do? And my request for you is, I heard that if you unmute and say something to your teacher on Zoom, they'll still hear it even after you mute right away. Can you try that out and tell me if it's actually true? Because if it is, then that's just creepy. Okay, caller 3. First, to answer a question. How to be noticed in a Zoom meeting? All you need to do is participate in class. If you have an answer to a question, type in chat, or if your teacher lets you, just unmute. And turn in your best work all of the time. Also, your teacher might not notice you now, but if you're able to follow all those things, they'll definitely notice you. And I know you don't like it, but the best way to be noticed in class is to turn your camera on. Now, on to your request. I'd love to try that out, so please enjoy a short clip of me in a Zoom meeting. I have a question. I don't know how to do this step. Oh, I was muted. Oh yeah, I said, I don't know how to do this step. Well, as you guys can see, my teacher asked me to repeat the question because I was muted. So luckily, that whole thing about being muted and still hearing you does not work, and it's not true. So that's good. And thanks for calling, caller 3. I guess that's all for this episode of The Inside Scoop. And if you want to send me your own questions, just voice message me through Anchor or email me at insidescoopquestions@gmail.com. Make sure to check next month for a brand new episode of The Inside Scoop, the only advice column podcast for kids.